Oh my God.
Oh.
Let me go share this video.
Oh, we are live. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Susie and I are here live, already starting our day with a giggle, being fun, and just bringing you a giggle too. Whoop. Let me do adjustments.
There we go.
While we're waiting for people to get on board here. There we go.
Michelle just gave me a Japanese spiritual name.
Yeah, she's now got a Japanese spiritual name.
I'll tell them what it is.
Every time I put her name in, my fingers get going too fast and I give her an extra U in her name. And you know what? There must be something about that name because I do it almost consistently, Susie.
With
And
me?
yeah, when I type your name in, almost every time I do, I put in Susui, Susuie, and it cracks me up. And there must be something about that name that has some silly giggly thing because I do it consistently. Every time it cracks me up. And then today when I'm like, oh my gosh, Susui,
She's
we
like,
both
you have a new
started cracking up.
spiritual name. And I'm like, I don't resonate.
She's
And she's
like,
like,
no.
your Japanese spiritual name. And I'm like, okay, I'll accept that. Susui.
Oh my gosh, too funny.
I mean, it sounds like silly. It
Yeah, it
sounds so
sounds
silly.
sweet too, and that's what we need in the world today. Susie and I were
Yeah.
talking about,
Oof.
that just the pain of the inner child. And so we're actually going to be speaking to that today. We're going to
But
be
you called
drawing
it the divine child.
the divine child, the
So I want
divine
to
inner
highlight
child.
that because I do a lot of inner child healing work with myself, with clients. It's one of my specialties. But I've never called it the divine child. And
Mhm.
I just like when you said that, something opened up in me, and I'm like, ooh, the divine child. Because what does the inner child want? The inner child wants that connection with divine mother, divine father, the purity of the parental energy. So why not call it the divine child?
And
Really, really love
it's
that.
acknowledging the divinity of this precious part of us
Mm.
that is oftentimes in pain, that is oftentimes suffering the trauma of childhood.
Mhm.
Um, Also, oftentimes the inner divine child is also holding on to the struggles and the pain of their parents as well, because that's part of the programming that goes into children as we're growing up, as we witness the world around us. And I really feel like, especially now, that this inner part of us, this delicate, gentle, sweet part of us, is really seeking the acknowledgement of being divine because it is. And I do inner child work too. And so it's so important to touch on that. But doesn't that feel good?
I feel guided to share. So last night I was telling Michelle I was crying before I went to bed. I woke up in the middle of the night. I was crying. It was just my heart was aching and my inner child was hurting. And I have this. I the inner child in me that's the most unhealed or is the most wounded is 4.5 years old, and I have called her sometimes a pesky annoyance. I have called her a little bitch. I've called her demanding and entitled. Like, I have not always been very kind to her because she's like really needy and demanding of my attention. I'm like, just chill out, Like, get over yourself. I haven't always been kind to her. And so when you say the inner child is longing for the acknowledgement that she's divine. I just like, oh, yes, that's what she wants from me. She wants me to tell her that she's divine, not that she's a needy, pesty little annoyance.
Yep. See, is whenever Susie and I get
Thank
together,
you for that insight.
we always just have this wonderful energy come in to bless us and acknowledgments.
Mhm.
And it's so we can share with you guys too, because we're on a healing journey just like you guys are. Matter of fact, I would like to talk a little bit about why we've been missing for a few weeks. We should acknowledge this gap in our presence.
Absolutely.
And I can speak to mine. I know that since Susie and I have been working together and doing this on a weekly basis, that I have gone through a massive shift of energy, a massive shift in consciousness. And I had a few weeks there that were really rough. Went into a deep depression, thought that I needed to move. So I actually put a bid on a house. I put a bid on a house and then looked around my home and I'm like, oh my God, I'm not ready to move. Look at all the stuff I have. I'm buried in other people's junk, and just went in, just crashed and went through. I cried for days. It was such a deep depression. And I'm not one to reach out very often to people, but I got to a point where it's like, oh, I'm in trouble. I need to reach out. And I just ask God, and I work with Jesus a lot to just guide me to the right people. And I literally had faces, and they were all people I don't know that well. And that is so not how I operate. But it was just like, no, these are the people that you need. And so I reached out, and people showed up big time and helped to pull me out. Of course, we always know we do our own work, but we're not supposed to be doing all of this alone, and we need each other. And I really feel like this, so much of the separation and the pain is our separation from each other too.
Mhm.
And as I moved through this and the right people showed up, the right treatment showed up, I just literally felt like I was being pressure washed. just just
Mhm.
this layers of goo and gunk. And I've even had people show up to help clear my home out, to get all the stuff out. I have my mom's stuff. I had a ton of my daughter's stuff, and it was all just old, icky, blech energy, and able to claim my space back and feeling so much better now. And am on a journey that has helped me to realize I must take care of myself so much better. I'm so used to taking care of everybody else. I'm a mother, a grandmother, a daughter, a healer, and always taking care of other people, and taking those steps back to care for me in food and everything. I used to eat pretty good. Now I am like, if it's not, grass fed, organic, loved, and it's being raised, all that kind of stuff, it's like I can't even handle it. I can't even pick it up like at the grocery store. And just that self-love and eating dinner at the dinner table. Oh, I did it one time and I was like, look at me. I love myself so much. I'm
And then
actually
it's
eating at
so
the table.
eating at the
And
table.
all those, yes, and all those little things matter so much to our consciousness, to our frequency, and to that divine inner child.
Yeah.
And so I just want to say sorry. We missed you. I missed you, but I have to go through my things too, just like we all do. So
Yes.
I appreciate your patience and understanding. But now we're
We're
back,
back better than ever.
better than ever.
I went through my own clearing. Um, I got an infection from the bioweapon, and I will not call it by the name that it is being called. I will stand by the fact that it is indeed a bioweapon created in a lab, and I don't ever get sick. I don't get the flu. I don't get sick. So this was very strange that I went through this experience, but I knew from the very beginning. So let me back up. The week before, I had been praying the entire week, allow me to be of the highest service. give me basically give me the highest service assignment. That was basically my prayer, right? So to preface that. So when I started to understand what was happening, I went into transmutation mode and gratitude. I didn't stay there the whole time, to be fair. I'm still human. Okay. Don't judge. But I did a remarkable job of transmuting this thing. And uh, within a very short amount of time compared to the amount of time that a lot of people suffer with this, I was well again. So during that time, while I was transmuting, I felt this clearing occurring in my body, like my whole body. I felt this transmutation and this clearing was happening in my body. And I was like, what's going on? What's happening? I felt these new energies coming in, these Christed light energies. Uh, I still don't have the full understanding of what happening. Of what happened. I might do a channeling for myself to really understand everything. But it was really remarkable. And I feel like a new woman. I mean, I've been reborn, I've rebirthed again. Something profound has shifted within me. And I'm grateful for the experience. And I now have antibodies. How does it get any better than that, right? I've got the antibodies. And the research now is saying that the antibodies last, whereas the antibodies from the shots don't. The natural antibodies last. So I'm like, yeah, I got the natural ones, baby. My body knows what to do. So I'm grateful. But
Super
that's
true.
why I haven't been here for the past 2 weeks, because I was on a big journey.
Yeah, we've been going through it. I also want to say too, which is this is super interesting, is I also had a return to the Christ energy when I was deeply depressed and I was just literally just crying out to the universe, help me. And I had a vision, a very like a vision that was a real experience, you know, it was real, it was so real. And I had Jesus come to me. And I've always loved him so much. I have such a deep love for him. And he came to me with the arms out, you know, like we see so many of the pictures. And he just went like this. And he goes, come here. And he goes, put your head on my shoulder. Come on. And I was just standing there in my etheric presence. And I was like, you know, and he said it and he goes, come home, come home. And I put my head on his shoulder and I could feel the cloth, I could feel his arms around me. And he goes, stay at home now. This is home. And it is again another, like you said, being born again, like a born again a feeling,
Yeah.
because we are working in Christ consciousness. And, you know, whether you're into the Jesus thing or, you know, understanding Christ consciousness, however it comes to you, that's what we're working in. That's what we're birthing, is that Christ consciousness. And that consciousness is love.
And I just want to affirm this Christ consciousness thing that's happening right now. One of my Creation Temple members asked in a channeling on Monday about the Christ consciousness energy, and is there going to be some event, and is Christ returning, and and Prime Creator was saying that there is a flood of Christed light energy, of Christ consciousness energy coming right now for humans, for animals, to transform the matrices in the plants. Like,
Yeah.
it is coming to Earth. And I have a question for you, Michele. It seems like a lot of women are connecting to this energy. Do you know of any men that are connecting to this energy?
I do. I have several male friends who are doing that.
Great.
Um, not going to name names, but he's going to be around. He's coming to visit me at the end of this week. Um, and he definitely is connected into that and understanding it as like a cosmic Christ. So that's another concept too. You know, there's a lot of people that have a little bit of an aversion to the whole Christ God thing due
Right.
to, you know, kind of religious stuff and religions in a way. But there's also, you know, Christ is not just someone who walked on this planet. It is a cosmic presence of love. It is tapped into, wrapped around, and is one with the God, goddess, creator consciousness, the prime creator, the the great central sun, the divine creator, all of it is, I mean, there's separate pieces of it, the many faces of God, but it's all one ultimately. And yeah, he is definitely tapped into that. And
Okay.
a few people that are wrapped around some of our groups that he and I do together, these males are definitely in the Christ consciousness,
Beautiful.
and it's beautiful. It is coming through, and these men are beautiful.
I love it.
Matter of fact, yesterday we had a group meeting, and I got to sit with two beautiful men, and it was just like, I kept feeling like it feels like warm butter, which I know is kind of like ew, but ooh. Just being in their presence, and their voice is just this deep, manly, but soft, gentle, and consciousness pouring out of their mouth of just
Yeah.
such beauty. It's amazing. So yes, the men are getting it. The
Yeah,
men
in my
are
sphere,
getting it.
I'm seeing only women. Doesn't mean it's not happening with the men here. I don't know. I'm connecting with it with other women. But what I'm feeling for today is to activate our divine child
Mhm.
with the Christed light energy. That inner child that wants healing and that has wounds, to connect her, him, if you're male, to connect with the Christ energy. So that's what I'm feeling for today. And you're nodding your head, so
Yeah, absolutely. And just offering that connection to the divine child in every living thing, because even our animals, I was paying attention to my kitty cat, and yeah, and our plants, and to my kitty cat, and he had some trauma when he was little, and he's now a year old. He's fully grown. It's kind of about the mentality of about a 15-year-old. um he gets mad, he like throws stuff off the counter. He's still a teenager, but I notice the kind of trauma that he had, how it is showing up in his behaviors, right? And it was like, your inner child is having to struggle with you right now. And so even our animals have that inner child, carrying that inner child wounding. And so we want that to be healed too, right? Because they're our buddies. They're here to love us and help us, and we've traumatized them too.
yeah, yeah.
Life has traumatized them. So
Ooh, beautiful. Okay, my body's kind of bursting here, so I need to bring through this energy. Is it okay if I start?
yeah,
What's so funny?
it's just the energy that's coming through. Ooh, we started with giggles. I think the inner child is so excited. Let's do this. Go,
Okay.
Susie, go.
Whew, that's really, really strong. Like I'm almost getting nauseous because it's so strong. So let me move some of this. Mm. Hey ya, hunkia patate ha yoi yanga ma kishian kototo uyama hanga ya ai ya hai yanga mokushia katatai ya hey ya amai mokushia katate ha rinku sha yamana. Hia nga amo kyo oto unga mo uhia nga ama kishin kototo u ia a hare nga ama ishianka nga amo hia ale bia ko shukoto toya. Ia fre shoko nga mo hia katate ya fre mo ishika toto ia nga mo kyo kototo ia ha ia shaka totota. Ngai mai o kusia mai a ia free ngu xiang kian pa ko to ya nga he ngu xia pa ku tia ma ka alia ri o shu ko to ya fio shu ko to first there is expansion Ha'ngama ikian kototo hia, rinkia shio kototo ya, and a clearing of your aura and energetic fields. Ngama kiek shia kototo ya, fria ma ngang shia katatea, air ngushi kototo yama, ngang kia ototoi. Ya, kisha oto u ia kia la ngang shia katatea. Freya unku mokushia ankoto te amai a re ankoshia ke te amai a kalashi ke te to mokyo he yang ama sheke te o he ngami ring shia kya te bio ngama kye ya shekia te ya ngamokyo te ya. And we help you to weave within your DNA that Christed light energy. Ngamakia to he ngamakyo to ya me ashioko to. Ya ngamakiate ya friyan kushyakate. Ya mehrong ya ngamakiate ya friyan shunkoto. Mia Unksha, we invite you now to tune into your inner child, your divine codes for your inner child. Mugushiaka te amaha ya makia toto shiu kutoto ho oya ungishipo kutoto o. We invite you into tenderness. Mokishia kototo ya hai alea vrunkusha pukia tato makia te yava. And imagine that you are holding yourself as an infant as you have come out of the birth canal into the air and the world of planet Earth. Moshokototo hulai avrianko shokototo hiyama ea heia shion konta vrengama kitonyotea evre shikian emia evre shinkia te pane namakya te avre amvam hokuishi tama priyango shakoto. And what we are doing as you are envisioning and feeling you holding yourself as an infant is we are bringing through the Christ consciousness energies to infuse into the heart of this infant being, so that whatever traumas you go through, you have the support of the Christed light energies. Whatever traumas you went through as a child, as an adult, you have been infused with these energies so that you can feel supported as you go through these experiences. And so again, tuning into your inner infant, holding yourself as an infant. Allow us to assist you, if you will. Ngamokiate hia lele, ngamokyoto hia lele. Afriko shinkiate moho reshiama. Afriko shema ngomokyo rakuntie. Avriai kashiamo kuno aiva ngamakionto. Aurea mukushima kiapate ahe. Amoshiki amango mokyote hamakiete ngama. Riham sheketea moea rushiyama. Afrika shiamatea kunjombo koteha. Ahema yeshe, ahema kieshe, ahema kiate ngamukuya. Free unku frisha ama kiete hama ia shukutia ia katea mamaku ia kasha topohunga makushia katate ria makusha totohia Fukushi kia koto toto ungi ama kia te. And place your infant on planet Earth and allow Mother Earth to hold your infant to feel supported, loved, and nourished by the planet that is currently your home. Namo kushiaka te te a. Hama aki unku shukutoto u a. Nge makachia katoto uia a me shika tata. E a ungu mogu shiki yaman kia te a le anku shikatoto o. Ia a mu kia kasha a ka o toto o ia and release any belief systems that you've had about being unsupported or being unloved or being unworthy. Let that go now. Ngamo kushia ke te a amo. Ia mokushiaka tatatea. Ia onfuria, because you are so loved, you are so precious, you are so valuable, and we love you.
So beautiful. So the auntie siki. Aracere de dengue que o sambia bia de anti engia pian. Soro kotoro sende de que ti sapa pian dia dia. Horror que te digo, onda se que o se que. Horror que te da un se bebian data conta se que kiam. Oro kotoro se bebe ka ado te ko te se que. Horror de do se que pian dia dia. Aro siro kantunda sake kean. Indi tu aro kasuru humba. Aro katuru suru katen. Imbia kio tia siak yak yam. Urum papa o sakipikata. Aro katura siri ko ombo siri ke para ke tere hin. Ta hindi de ko ando do siri ke pian. Indi to saka o sake kiam. Baro katende de baro katende de o kasikapa. Aro kasande o sanye de tia. Tusukota tatao sakende te o arakasurin kakiun tatato uka kapaka iru kapaka o sakamiendi taka horan que te dice que sando dulcide que tauro ko samba paka oro katanda da ora katamba katsakingi aro ka sondo to kire de o to katiende hora katandia kia a soka to taro kasiri ke tata tau supa ke unde sa ke ka au taro sa ke bibi o sa tato sa ke taum hara ke ti oda tau simpi ke atu kian hara de o sa kapata ora katura ka sinte te keo ka ho sudu kuru katiti tiru katan mbakatien hakwante se para tatao sa kembia tietza sako ara sento katua sa ketititu kepa hoko ko de se ketitia ero katun sa kiao sa kapapao a tu siko tatao ara kenden dedo ka ao sa pepia pia hando seketi aro kasara ke hoka koa sa pampia hindi ke o sa tao dara kusuru ke hihi hotu haso kitiwa ompa kao sake anto tu isakam mm mm we aum 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 Aum. Yoindidiore indiara. Adoria. Iaoa. Andoi andea hia. Hawe. Ui, ando. Please breathe. Take a nice deep breath, breathing in and breathing out. What is being brought through right now is just that clearing of the pain, the clearing of what has gone before. We are being asked to move forward into the purity, move forward into the purity. And as you make that decision to move forward into it, you also begin to bring that purity into the present time. And so if you would just take a moment, bring your awareness into your heart. You are pure right here, right now. You are pure right here, right now. You are pure right here, right now. See yourself in the purity. See your child, your inner divine child in that purity. See the light radiating. That's who you are. That purity is you. That innocence is you. Come unto the Father with the innocence of a child. Let all this stuff go. All the things that are clung to, that are believed in, of the imperfection of your expression. Those things are but thoughts. Those things are but programming. Those things are lies. You are not that. You are not your experiences. You are not your mistakes. You are not your parents, your family, your community, your religion. You are not that. You are divine. You are God, Goddess, Creator in human form, expressing in this world. And you've chosen to be here now because that expression must be divine. And you have it all within you. Unbury yourself from the junk that you've been told is you. Daro sankepi. Arake de onde seki pipi antiaki. Daro kusuruka ambelika. Feel that light of your soul beginning to shine. And as you bring your awareness to that light of your soul, it begins to be empowered. It begins to be strong. It grows larger and larger. And you begin to rise up in that light. And as you do, that which buries you, that which is not you, becomes light as a feather, and you can release it back to God, back to Creator, back to that eternal loving presence. And you become free, you become sovereign, you become who you are. Aum. 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 The divine child, you return to the truth of who you are, sacred, divine, and holy. Orundusu. Orokiusu.
Just allowing these energies to ground into your cellular matrix, to ground into Mother Earth, alerting your DNA to turn on those dormant codes, fully integrating these energies for your highest alignments into your cellular matrix, into your DNA, into your nervous system, into your brain, creating new neuronal connections, firing in the synapses now with the Christed light energy.
If you feel your body needs to move, as these alignments take place, sometimes your body will need to make a shift, an arm go up, and clenching. That's okay. Let your body do what it needs to do. It knows how to realign. It knows what it needs to do if you just allow it. And some of you may be even feeling like moving your hands. Just let them start waving in the air. Your body has great wisdom. Let your body do what it wants to do, what it naturally wants to do. Let it move. Let it dance. Let it find its connection to the divine energy within and around you. Mm.
So I'm being guided to do something a little different. Um, they're saying right now there are some energies and frequencies to come through my eyes. So I'm just going to get really close to my camera and stare into it with the intention of channeling those for you. And all I hear is, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
It's kind of neat. I'm hearing te amor, which I think is Spanish for I love you.
It might be, yeah, yeah.
Maybe the Latin, maybe Italian. Te amor.
Te amo is the Spanish, I
Oh,
think,
okay.
I think. Or maybe French. Somebody put it in the comments.
Beautiful. Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Mm, definitely some beautiful energies coming through for all of you. And, for those of you who aren't necessarily watching live, but who watch this later, please know this is every bit as powerful and meaningful because it is timeless. It is without time. And it is just pure divine presence. And share this with your friends. There's many people that are searching for this. And, tell people about the Soul Speak Salon Facebook group to bring the friends over. It's important that this begin to spread like wildfire around the world. There's so many people that need it. And if you share it, if you invite people, it really helps to get this out to as many people as who need it, helps people find it who need it because it's so important at this time. And it is the return of the Christ. And as we heal that divine um, child within, as we allow that divine child to become who he or she is, we hasten the full presence of that Christ consciousness. And so let's get this out there. You guys are our Christ buddies, helping to spread the word and helping to spread the healing as well. So we thank you so much. This is so good. And just your activation just now that you have awakened that part of you, that you have allowed the divine child within you to rise up in their sovereignty and in their love is going to shine out into the world as well. Can you imagine if we all had that within?
I can imagine that, Michelle. Yes, I can.
Let's all imagine
Heaven
it
on earth,
together.
baby. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I know I'm honored to be here with all of you. I am
Um,
so honored to be here. And it was interesting when I wasn't feeling good. And I'm like, but no, I have to do soul speak. And I heard, oh no, we will not be doing this in this state of mind. And so I did my own channeling and that helped too. So remember that you guys can also do this, for yourself. Let the energies flow. If you're doing with the hands, if song speaks, whatever comes out, let it flow. And it doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be melodic. It's not the point. It's the vibration of the sound. And divine vibrations don't always sound pretty. There are disharmonies that create harmony. It's okay. It's okay. Just let it flow.
yeah, when I was feeling my worst, doing my detox baths, I was in the tub doing light language. transmuting what was happening. And it was
Absolutely.
so beautiful. It was so, so beautiful.
It's cool. It's so cool. And it's so important that we not stop ourselves from doing it because we're afraid we're doing it wrong. Or
Right.
if it isn't pretty, it's not of the light. The light isn't always beautiful in sound. It's the frequency, it's the sound of the spheres. And
Yeah.
it can sound guttural, it can sound off key, but that doesn't mean it is.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's needed. Sometimes it requires a dissonance to rise it into
And
that.
yeah, sometimes that dissonance breaks up stagnant energy, and that's just as important as the, beautiful sounding.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh,
I want to let people know that if you want to learn to speak light language, I did move my retreat to the end of October because I was, sick. I want to be at my best when I show up to facilitate this. So the last weekend in October, I'm running a virtual online retreat Saturday and Sunday, October 30th and 31st. And you can go to creationtemple.com/light language retreat to sign up. There's hyphens in between the words. And also, Michelle and I graciously and gratefully love to receive donations for this type of work that we do. So if you want to send something to me, you can go to creationtemple.com/donate. If you want to send something to Michelle, you can go to
you can go to Venmo, Michele Amburgey.
perfect.
And and I'm going to put that in our information. Thank you,
Okay.
Susie. So often we love doing what we do, but we need a couple of bucks to keep the electricity and the internet on too. So thank you for reminding me. And I
Yeah, we,
know
we
that the
want to
people
keep doing
who
this for you guys. So, if there's an exchange of energy that feels really, really good and that feels like, you guys are grateful for this. And so we would love to receive an exchange in that way.
absolutely, because the energy of money is beautiful,
Yeah.
and it's sparkling. It's important to remember that energy of money is from God too,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
it's sacred and holy too.
Yeah, send some sparkles with it. When you do it, for real, like set that
I
intention that you're sending the purest frequency and energy to us.
I love
Because, money has some dark energy attached to it, as we all know. So like do a little purification with it and, and send us just the most beautiful, most pure frequency through your donation. That would be so beautiful.
so cool. Thank you for
Yeah.
reminding us all, Susie.
Yeah.
Um, oh my
Love you
gosh.
guys. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for sharing our videos. Thanks for
Mm.
showing up. Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. We are so honored to be able to sit here with you and look forward to more and more and more. Also, if anybody is interested in um, joining me for some meditation, I do a meditation every Wednesday evening, and it's a channeled meditation. We usually end up getting some light language in there and some good stuff every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. And you can find it. I have the Zoom link in my Soulful Living Tribe Facebook group. So if you come over there to Soulful Living Tribe, you can get on, you get the link, and it again is by donation. It can be $1 or it could be 1,000. And whatever it is, I'll accept $1,000. And it's so wonderful. It's super cool.
What is
Well, I
this?
was gonna say 1 billion, but I don't think anybody's gonna Venmo me 1 billion. So I
You
thought maybe a
never know.
thousand would be a little.
You never know. We're open to receiving billions of dollars so we can save this precious planet and build gardens all over the globe. And we're open to that because we will steward those funds and use them for the highest good.
Okay, so those of you that are using Venmo, $1 billion. We love you guys.
If you
Thank you
want
so
to send me a
much.
billion though, like let's talk and let's not do it through creationtemple.com/donation because so much of that money will go somewhere else. So let's figure out a way to do it where where that money is like, I'll give you a bank account number that you can send it to. Let's do it that way so that so that we
So
don't
I
lose it
love
to
it.
credit card processors and all that. They don't need that. They have enough.
But now that we have suggested this, we're grateful and happy to be a part of all of this $1 billion show that
There we
we have
go.
created.
You're awesome, Michelle.
We love you guys. Have a beautiful week. We will see you next week for sure. Come meditate with me on Wednesday afternoon or evenings, and go do the creation temple. Do the like language. You're not calling it's not the symposium.
No, this is a
The
retreat. This is where I'm going to teach you
Retreat.
how to activate your own soul language.
So good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep. You'll be with a little, an intimate group of people live on video, on Zoom. Yes, you'll get recordings, but plan to show up live because that's where the magic is the most potent
Yep.
when we're live in the moment together.
Yep.
So plan on using your video so we can all connect and see each other's faces and eyes and feel each other's energy. And it's going to be really beautiful and special.
Go do it.
Go do it.
Okay, we love you guys.
Mwah.
Yeah.